Hey guys, so my name is Marie and I work at America House. I made another review video for you all. This time we're going to be focusing on websites and applications for reading practice for both adults and children. So I hope you enjoy these as much as I did looking through them, and we'll see if you can pick up some really great ideas to help your reading practice. Okay guys, so the first website I'm going to show you, which is possibly my favorite actually, is called Project Gutenberg. Project Gutenberg, and if you allow me, I'm going to go back to the main page, is a free database of over 60,000 ebooks with expired copyrights. And they not only have titles in English, but they also have Portuguese, German, and French. I've noticed they also have a QR code here to download their mobile website, I think for your smartphone. I did not try it, but so far I'm really impressed with this website, so I think that's probably a really cool option for those of you who might still be on the go. But if you are looking for new reading material while you're at home, this is one of the best places to start. They also have language learning books. You can browse by authors if you're looking for something specific. I just went ahead with their top 100 just to see, get a glance of what they have. And they have some amazing titles here. And I went down to Little Women because I know the movie just came out recently. This is a real classic book, and I think it would be super cool to reread it. I remember reading it as a young person. And they give you different options, so you can download it or add it to your drive. You can get it for your Kindle or your ebook if you have one. I just chose to read it, for example, in the browser, and then this is what it looks like. Very straightforward, nothing fancy, but it's all there. So again, Gutenberg, Project Gutenberg, the website is gutenberg.org. An amazing catalog of free ebooks. I definitely recommend you check this one out. The next one I have for you is called Open Library, and again, I'll go back to the home page. Now this, you do have to start an account, but it's 100% for free, just like Gutenberg. That's one thing I didn't mention actually. Project Gutenberg, you don't even need to sign up for anything. You can just go there and search their titles. Now one cool thing about Open Library is when you borrow a book, so again, you would essentially sign up for an account, which is free, and then you can go in and borrow books just like you would in a library, and I chose Fantastic Mr. Fox. You get the book for 2 weeks, and what's amazing is you actually get the real version, so you can see the original illustrations. And I mean, even this one has, old water stains on it and stuff, but it actually is so amazing to see these beautiful original illustrations. And again, Open Library has an amazing database of titles. But I thought this was super cool that they actually, you can just flip through the book like you would in real life, and it's just beautiful, the look of it. So I was really impressed with that. So this is called openlibrary.org. Again, 100% for free. And they don't just have, fantasy or children's books. They have textbooks. Here's some books on crocheting. So if you're looking to learn a new skill or, enhance your knowledge in a specific subject, you can do that. They also have a great repository of children's books too, which is very cool. You can see all of the different genres here. So yeah, check this out. It's called openlibrary.org. Now, the next one I have for you is a little different. This you also need to create an account. It's called Wattpad. Wattpad is a self-publishing website. So this is where amateur writers can go and publish their books. Now, are you going to find some of the best titles in the world here? Maybe not, but you might find some really cool gems. They use different tags to help you understand, where the different titles fit in. I went to Editor's Choice just so I could get an idea of what the level of quality is. You can find a lot of young adult literature here. If you have a teenager at home who needs something to do, you might go to Wattpad. Again, it is free, but you do have to have an account, okay? So, keep that in mind. But I thought this was kind of cool. You might be able to find some really interesting titles there. Okay, so the next one I have for you is targeted towards young people. So I know a lot of you guys have your kids at home right now because schools are closed. I want to remind you of the importance of continuing to read to your children. And this could be a really cool place to start if you want to find some books to read to your kids, in not just in English, but in a variety of different languages. This is called the International Children's Digital Library. They have a lot of books here. They're not always the newest or the coolest, so I will go ahead and just warn you there. But what I did, maybe if you're looking to find some books in English to read to your children while at home, so I just clicked on the Read Books link on the left side of the home screen. And then I go to Show Blank Books, and you can see there's actually a massive variety of languages available. Unfortunately, I do not see Ukrainian. Sorry about that. I did look for that before, and I was not able to find anything in Ukrainian. But if you are looking to find some books to read to your young children that are in English, you can find some here. So. And then you can just skip through the titles. For example, this is a classic. How about Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, for example? And you can click here. And just like with the Open Library, it gives you the real original images that were on the book. So this might be something you could open up on your tablet, at bedtime, and read to your children before bed or during breaks from their virtual schooling. It's called the International Children's Digital Library. Once again, I didn't have the opportunity to really dive through all of the things that are available here, but what's also really cool is they do have, if you have an Apple device, an iPad or an iPhone, they have an application that you can use. I don't know if they have it for PC or Android, but if you have an iPhone or iPad device, you can download the app. So it's called the International Children's Digital Library. Okay, and the next website that I have for you that is great for your kids is part of Public Broadcasting Service LearningMedia. So that's PBS LearningMedia. And it's one of their pages called Between the Lions. What this does is it actually incorporates video and reading skills. So you'll see I have an app for you that's a bit similar to this, but what it does is you can click on different videos. They're just really short scenes from American TV, where, you know, the host or the characters would go over just one small syllable or sound that you can find in the English language. And they have different pages here under Between the Lions. So again, this is just early reading practice. You could pull these up if your child wants to watch something, and they could follow it along while you are there, and just help them with it. And then they have text comprehension, for example. So this is targeted towards young children. It depends on when they've started learning English, but anywhere from 5 to 7 years old. Now, the last two things I'm going to show you are actually apps, okay? One is also geared towards really young kids. It's called Endless Reader. So this is what it looks like online, but I'll show you in the app itself. I'll show you on my phone. And the next one is targeted towards adults and young adults. It's called Learning Upgrade. So for this, you do have to open an account. But again, it's an app, and they have different levels. So for English, they have kindergarten through 5th grade. So that's about 6 to 10 or 11. And then it goes all the way up to adult language learning. They have reading and comprehension. They have math and history. So this is actually something that was developed for Americans, but I think it's really, really useful for English language learners as well. So I'll show you the app Learning Upgrade too in just a second. So like I mentioned, there are 2 apps that I included on this list. One of these apps is really targeted towards young people, and one towards adults or young adults. So, you know, like I mentioned, it's important to continue to read to your children no matter what. But I know sometimes they just want to sit down and play a game, you know, and you're busy, and so you want to find something good for them to play on an iPad or a smartphone while you focus on whatever it is you need to do. So I found a really great app. It is free, okay? It's called Endless Reader. And so let's take a look at Endless Reader. When I open it up, it's going to play like a funny little tune. And then I'll show you a little bit about what the app does once you get into the interface. So this is the video. It's actually super cute. So what happens is once it loads, and I'll turn the volume down a little bit. So once it loads, it'll give you cards, okay? So once you or your child presses on a card, it prompts them to match the sounds with the letters. So this is in English in the United States, this is a form of phonics training. So I'll turn the volume back on so you can kind of see what it does. So this is for the word all. So there's actually a lot more to this app than just individual letters and sounds that make up single words. So here they then build on to the sentence level with that same kind of word sound matching to the individual words. And then your child would just scroll the words into the outline there. So it also is a form of sight recognition of what the English alphabet looks like, which is good practice. So this is called Endless Reader. I'm not going into every single thing that's available on this app because I haven't had the opportunity to practice through it too much, but it's super cute. And I think most kids from 4 to 7 will definitely know how to slide their finger around the screen to match those up. So that's called Endless Reader. The next one I have for you, like I said, is targeted towards adults or young adults, and it's called Learning Upgrade. Okay. Now I did not start an account with this, so I'm just going to show you the demo. Now what Learning Upgrade is, it's basically free classes that in the United States are targeted towards people who maybe didn't finish high school or something like that, and they want to get their high school equivalency. English language learners who need to pass the English exam for their American citizenship, or other communities like that. However, what's really cool is they do have free courses in English on the app. Okay, so you can see here they have the course description. Now again, this is just in the demo version. I did not start an account. Okay, so of course I don't know every single thing that is included in this app, but it seems to be quite a lot. So for example, it can take you through all of the alphabet, basic grammar, conversation skills, vocabulary. So it's got a lot there. I do think this is targeted towards lower proficiency levels. So if you're intermediate and you're looking for some extra practice, this would still be helpful. But for any beginners out there, definitely check this out. It's called Learning Upgrade. Okay, everybody, so that was my review of some great websites and apps for you and your family to practice your reading and improve your English reading skills. I hope you enjoyed them, and again, I hope you find some useful. In the meantime, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you.